we gonna have a good time and keep you with the know. Let all your trouble go. In the know, in the know, in the know. In the know, in the know, in the know. In the know, in the know, in the know.
I just want you to be live. And we're live. Hey y'all. We are live in the studio. I'm so excited about today's show. You need to tag a friend because it's all about girls today. And listen, we're coming up on the holiday season, so it's important that we are intentional with pouring into our loved ones and especially into our girls. So you know I'm all about the girls, okay? So it's gonna be a great one. Tag a friend, tell them to join. Show starts at 1 o'clock, which is in about 3 minutes. So that's just enough time. You can watch her on Facebook or on the app, or you might be in the car or on the radio. How about that? 1360, 94.7, the Victory Station. I'll let you know who this queen is in just a second. Hey, Miss Shalita Taylor here. I told my guests, I said, there's a special voice that you'll hear at the very end. That's my baby, y'all. Shout out to Mila Taylor on the track, guys. How y'all doing on this Saturday, October 4th, guys? It's fall. We are approaching and knocking on the door of the holidays. You know, in America, we're just not patient. So I'm sure you've been seeing in the retail stores, the Christmas trees. They're already here, but I'm going to encourage you to pace yourself, all right? Pace yourself. Enjoy October. Enjoy this particular day, the day the Lord has made. Don't feel stressed. Don't feel pressed by what you see happening around you. Just settle in the moment. Be present in the moment. And so here in Jacksonville, it's a little rainy off and on. The weather is nice. It's not overwhelmingly hot, finally. It's teetering between the mid-70s, the low 80s. So hopefully you're doing something nice with your family. But thank you for spending some of your time with me on the radio station. Some of you are logged in right now on Facebook, watching us live. Shout out to everybody who's watching us. Today's guest, I'm so excited. Those of you who know me historically know that I have such a passion for girls. I have been doing things for girls so long, and so there was a season where that was a little bit on pause because my mama came. Mama Lita showed up, and Mama Lita had to take care of Mama. And now being the mom of a daughter, which is my entire dream, it is so incumbent upon me and so many other moms to be intentional with our daughters. The enemy is attacking our daughters, but he can't have them. Nope, he can't have them. And there's somebody in the studio today that is going to give us some information on a way that we can better support our daughters young and making sure that they are empowered to be exactly who God has intended for them to be. And so I'm so honored and so excited that I was able to connect with this queen a couple months ago on a riverboat cruise on the St. John's. Shout out to Trey who organized that cruise for us. But Diamond B. Wallace, co-founder of Jewels of the Future. She is an award-winning civil and social rights activist, organizer, and the dedicated co-founder, again, of Jewels of the Future, Inc. Alongside her mother, Renita Turner, the Jacksonville, Florida native established the nonprofit to mentor young women aged 7 to 18, providing them with essential knowledge in entrepreneurship, mental and physical wellness, and financial literacy. At just 25 years old, Wallace has already demonstrated a courageous and unwavering commitment to nurturing the next generation of leaders. Her advocacy has delivered significant, measurable change within her community. Diamond was instrumental in the movement to address the historical injustice of Duval County Public Schools being named after Confederate generals, successfully pushing for a change to these racist symbols. She also was known for her efforts to mobilizing young people to stand by her former teacher and mentor, Amy Donofrio, following a controversial termination for displaying a Black Lives Matter flag. She is vocal and outspoken regarding global and local justice. Diamond has publicly advocated for issues spanning from the crisis in Gaza and women's rights to police accountability and Black maternal health. Listen, sis is busy. Sis is busy. But she's on a mission. Not just busy, she's actively on a mission. Her work has been recognized by the Miami Herald, the Florida Times Union, CNN, First Coast News, Folio Weekly, Duval Connect Magazine, and other prominent news outlets. Go girl. She operates on the belief that the future is the youth and that profound positive change is possible when the community is united by love. Listen, wherever you are, I need you to stop. I need you to take a pause and clap it up, snap it up for Diamond B. Wallace.
Thank you so much.
Co-founder of Jules.
Thank
Sis,
you. Yes.
how does it feel? I always ask my guests after I read their bios, how does it feel to hear what you have accomplished in your life being read out loud?
You know, it still feels unreal. I still feel like I'm in a place to where I'm still reaching out and trying to, put our name out there. But then when you really read it on black and white, it's like, wow, I've actually done things. I've done a lot. We've actually been moving for a very long time.
It was such great impact and intentionality too, because not everybody can say they've been recognized by all of these different news outlets. I mean,
right.
So there's definitely something to be said. There's a lot of people doing things, but the way you're doing it, it shows that you're like, no, I'm not doing this haphazardly. Absolutely. I am doing this because I want to make an indelible mark in these particular outlets and let them know that I am here. Jewels of the Future is here, and we're not going anywhere.
Absolutely, yes.
Girl. I love that.
Yes. Holding it down.
25 years old, doing all of that. You have a long way to go. She's like, I'm just getting started.
Yeah, literally.
Just getting started. This is just a little bit of foundation. How you feeling today?
I am good. I'm so excited to be here. We've been talking about this for a while. Yes. I'm so glad to be here with you.
Yes.
I always felt like you were a ball of light energy. I said if I did it with anybody else, it was going to be you.
Aww.
So I'm very glad to be here. I'm happy you invited me.
Man, we've had some great off-air conversation already, just talking about the impact of mother-daughter relationships and girls in and of itself that I feel that will probably echo a little bit more during our interview today.
Right.
But you said that you are from Jacksonville, Florida.
Correct, yes.
By way of mom from
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Chattanooga, Tennessee. Okay, so a little way down the road.
Absolutely.
Up the road, around the corner.
Yes.
What schools did you go to?
So I attended Crystal Springs Elementary, which is my favorite elementary school. That is going on record for life. I love Crystal Springs. Then I went to Jeff Stewart Middle School and Jefferson Davis Middle School because I did move. And then I ended up was then Robert E. Lee High School, which is now Riverside High School.
Which you had a lot to do with that change.
Yes.
So kudos to you. We love that. Wow. So while you were in school, did you feel kind of that pull of becoming an advocate of change in the community, and what did that look like for you then? Right.
So I actually had the blessing of being paired with Miss Amy Donofrio, who was terminated wrongfully for displaying a Black Lives Matter flag. She had a leadership essentials class that I will talk about till I am literally gone from this earth. She encouraged all of us to not only be active in the community and to help others, but she encouraged us to tell our story. I was about, I believe, 15 or 16 when I told a class of 30 that I had been sexually abused, and she was the one who helped me tell that story. So she was a blessing of a mentor, still is. I still call her, she'll still be like, hey, you need to check out this opportunity, go ahead and do that. Just having that village just made me want to be out in the community and doing these things. And just coming from a family that always gives back and helps anyways. It just was in my DNA.
I love that. God, so this was when you were in high school.
Correct.
So around 16, 17 years old. So right off of that, kind of coming out and sharing your story and really receiving healing from that.
Absolutely.
You were like, okay, what's next? So Jewels of the Future was born when?
That was born 2016.
Okay.
So I had Miss Donna Frio, I believe, either my freshman or my sophomore year. And like I said, she was a blessing. She literally helped me and my mom started off from the very jump. She helped young boys. So I was like, we need something like that for girls.
Yeah.
And I need to be able to tell girls it's okay to tell your story. It does not matter who believes you, it's your story. So that was very important for me. And she pulled that out of me. And doing Jewels of the Future was literally just a mirroring of, like I said, based on what I had learned from Ms. Donna Frio and what my mom and grandmother had taught me growing up.
Now, the name Jewels of the Future, who came up with that?
So that was from my mom. My mother is very much obsessed with me. No.
It's okay. It's okay.
She loved it. It actually came from my name. Her girls actually have jewel names. So my baby sister, her middle name is Pearl. And then the baby girl is Jewel. So she was like, Jewels of the Future was perfect. And we think all of our girls are jewels.
Absolutely.
Like, they're in their own ways.
Always shining and sparkling.
Yes,
I mean, that's what we're supposed to do.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So the organization targets girls between the ages of 7 and 18.
Correct.
Why that age range?
So we believe that the youth is all the way up until 18. We do not believe that you stop being a kid at 18. I've experienced it for myself.
Yeah.
We have had our older women that tell me all the time, like, it doesn't stop at 18. You don't stop. And I don't think you ever stop really being a kid. I think that you learn to suppress that.
Right.
So we want our girls to be kids, number one, as long as possible, as long as they feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But more so because I genuinely believe that the youth is the future. It is, we are not going to move forward as a country, as a city, state, anything, unless we include our youth. So I think that they are very important. And 7 is about around that time you start to get sassy. That's when the personality comes.
4-year-old. She's showing up with some things.
So yeah, we said we want to get them as early as possible to where they're learning and they're actually taking in this stuff. They're little sponges.
Yes.
So as soon as they're able to understand, we want to get them in the door and say, listen, we got to do some big things. We're going to do some good work.
Yes.
Just to do good. And teaching our girls that rewards don't always come with the work that you do.
That's right.
You have to do it because you love them, because you love people.
And how is that something that you instill in them? Because young people, especially now, don't like to work.
Absolutely.
And so, but there's a reward for work. It may not be an extrinsic reward, like a prize or something like that, but there's just that internal intrinsic value that shows them that I'm growing, I'm smarter, I'm more intelligent, I know how to answer questions better, I know how to handle. How do you kind of cultivate that type of ownership whenever they're, when you're trying to instill into them what good work looks like?
Absolutely. So I think the first thing the girls gain when they join Jewels of the Future is community. And when they see other young girls that are like, hey, they're doing this work too, they're happy doing this work, I can be joyful doing this work as well.
Yeah.
I think that something that I always try to tackle is individualism, having our girls be their own woman and own young lady. But when you get into the climate that they're in high school, they're highly impressionable, everything that their peers say matters to them.
Yes.
So when they are in that stage, we're going to use that right against them. We're going to use that skill.
Yes.
And basically we're tricking them to get their own resources and their own knowledge. Once they start doing the work and see how it's impacting them, it's too late. They don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
Their whole life changes. So it's all about meeting them where they're at. I believe you have to meet kids where they're at. They cannot be forced to do anything, and the new age does not listen unless they want to.
Yes.
So you have to give them things. You have to give them resources for themselves and let them develop them on their own. I think that we're so used to being adults and telling them what to do instead of asking them that we, forget these are little humans. They're going to grow up and be adults as well. So just making sure that we meet them where they're at, and
because children come wired.
Absolutely.
Like I remember when I was pregnant, I was watching quite a few documentaries, and one of the things scientifically, it's like children don't come out blank.
Right. Exactly.
They don't say, if you're born, here's your child, and now teach them everything. No, they come out with knowledge, insight, understanding, at the base level. So as they continue to grow and mature physically, mentally, spiritually, all those types of things, it does benefit us to see what they know.
Exactly.
What is it that they want? Of course, we as the mentors, moms, and of the community help to shape that.
Right.
So what does shaping, because you do give them choices, you do want to hear their ideas, you do want to hear the feedback, you want to empower them, but when some of that that is like,
Yes.
we need to go back and talk about this. How do you shape those ideas that may seem to be a bit controversial or, not as beneficial for them?
So you list out the pros and cons. You give them their idea and you lay it out and you say, well, let's talk about this idea. What is this idea going to do good for the community? And what is this going to be? How is this going to benefit you? If they cannot give you a straight answer, they're going to realize on their own. They'll be like, okay, let's go back and talk about this. So it's all about them recognizing these things on their own. They're doing the work themselves.
Right.
All we're doing is leading them in the right direction.
Yes.
So you give them the tools, you let them know exactly what they're saying and how they're saying it, and it changes their whole mindset. Some things just have to be broken down to our level. So that's pretty much it.
And it sounds so, and I'm so excited. I'm really giddy on the inside right now. My cheeks hurt because I'm smiling so much. But it sounds like you're creating those spaces. That's that intentionality. Because living in a society where everything is fast, we know everything, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
We got access to everything, AI, Google, everybody is an expert on everything, right? But when it comes to really do those checks and balances with what you think you know and what you think is the best alternative, it's like, well, let's stop. Let's take a beat. Let's breathe on that for a minute.
Right.
Let's pause. And so that's what it sounds like your organization is providing for those girls.
Absolutely.
And I feel like just even in this conversation, and hopefully those who are listening are seeing how those opportunities are so valuable for our young people because they want to be and deserve to be heard.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm a couple generations ahead of you. So I grew up in that time. It's like, nope, this is what I said. This is how it's going to be.
Yep.
And I'm having to just be like, okay.
Right, exactly.
And I'm sad because I'm like, I thought that was a good idea, but why wasn't it? Just because it wasn't heard out. I'm good,
Right.
But it just shows like because stuff is coming so quickly now, and we feel just under the thumbprint of like you got to keep going, you got to do this, got to do this. It's like no, I don't. Because it's not wasted time, quality time to pause, think about it, listen, mull over it, make a decision maybe tomorrow is not wasted time.
Absolutely. Yes, our girls know that anything that they do in life is completely their decision. Yeah. We are not forcing our girls to do anything. We don't require them to show up to anything. Any events that we do, we say, can you girls make it? Do you want to make it? And they show up. We give them that space. You have to give them a choice. The new age kids do not want to hear about what we think looks good and feels good. It's about them. And it genuinely is in just general. You have to hear what they're saying because eventually you're going to be catering to them.
Right.
Majority of the businesses across the globe cater to children. So it's crazy to not want to hear their ideas and want to hear what they have to say.
We have to lean into the new culture.
Absolutely.
It sounds like it's a new cultural norm on how we address and how we support, partner with. That's been my word. I work with high school students now as a therapist, and I hadn't worked with them on this level before, but I had to remind myself, you're partnering with them.
Absolutely.
You're partnering with them. So ask them what they want. Ask them their preferences. Provide as many opportunities to see what their likes are, and then show how you can support that by way of, speech and language or whatnot. And that has been, it really de-escalates the pressure, even the fear sometimes, because, young people.
Yes. The new generation
be a little scary.
Exactly.
Be a little scary out there. You're like, I want to help, but okay.
Yes.
I don't know what I should say. How should I say it? I don't want to offend. And we might. But the heart is in the right place.
And when we do programs, literally the first thing I tell the girls, like when we go see a speaker, is like, listen, y'all make adults very nervous.
Listen.
Like if they ask y'all a question, please just be vocal. Like don't make them feel crazy. They already scared to be here. Like they already nervous. Please don't make them feel awkward.
And that's the great thing again with this organization, because you really show the young people how much power they have.
Absolutely.
In a positive way. Sometimes young people they're thought of as just so rebellious and just negative, and they don't listen. Well, we got to give them something to listen to.
Right.
That's something I've learned. You got to, they're smart.
Yes.
So we have to give them something to listen to. But like you said, to tell them the power that they have with young people, with adults.
Right.
To say, hey, they're listening and they care.
Yes.
So
yes.
respond back. if they ask a question.
Exactly.
Tell us about some of the programs that you guys offer.
So we actually just started up what we call the Gym Power Hour, where we invite local-owned businesses that are owned by women. We invite them to come to our headquarters, which is our community barbershop, cut salons and trims, or we go to their physical location if they have a building. And we get to literally see how they came about, how they started that, why that idea is important to them, what makes them continue their business, like really getting the full scope of what being an entrepreneur looks like in different lanes. I think that is very important to show our ladies the different capabilities that women have.
Yes.
I think that, especially in school and in high school, they're pushing, go to college, make sure you have a trade, but what are those trades?
Right.
Like, what are we asking them to do?
Exactly.
They don't know what that is. So if you show them all these different lines of work, they're like, my opportunities are endless.
Absolutely.
And that's what we want to showcase. Not everybody goes to school. We want you to be your own boss. That is in whatever you do, whether that is working for a hospital or that is having your own practice.
Right.
You need to know how to operate a business, and it's not just coming to work and showing up every day. It's doing the background work. Your maintenance. You're going to be social media. You're all these different forms of things that you need to run your business. So just showing them the ins and outs of every woman's business here in Jacksonville.
I love that. And I get to come.
Yes.
I get to speak to Jewels of the Future this coming Monday night from 6 to 7:30. Tell the listeners how they can connect and be there.
Yes, so if you go to our website, www.jewelsofthefuture.com, you can sign up your young lady. There is no boundaries. We actually want to be as open and as honest as possible with our young ladies. We do ask if there's going to be heavier topics, we do communicate with the adults. Right. We never want to put them in a position where we're making them uncomfortable because they haven't had that conversation with parents. So it's never an issue on, doing too much or too little. We want to, just like I said, give them the hopes to do anything. There is so many different lanes in Jacksonville and so many entrepreneurs in Jacksonville.
And we want to be as touchable as possible to our girls. And I'm excited because as Miss Black Florida USA, I get to go and kind of talk to them about my journey. As owner of Tailor Made Voices, talk about the field of speech language pathology, especially as African Americans. We do not occupy that space as widely as we need to, about 2.6% of us out there. So bring your girls. I would love to connect with them. Moms, I'd love to connect with you as well. So that's this Monday night, 6 to 7:30. Go to the Jewels of the Future website so that way you can register. And it is free.
Yes, it's free. Everything we do is free.
It's free. Free 99. Free 99.
Yes, our biggest thing was wanting to give the community knowledge and things that they can touch and they not have to pay us. Like we don't want to ever feel like we're a village because you're paying us. That's not what we're in for. We have no federal grants. We've never had federal funding or state funding. So everything that we do is literally community based. Our community loves us and they are the ones who help us make these efforts possible.
And Jules is how old now?
It'll be 10 coming 2026, so we're 9 right now.
So we're prepping.
Yes.
For the 10-year celebration of Jewels of the Future. So you definitely want to get in contact with them. So that way we're going to make sure that you have all the information so you can go ahead and start supporting them by funding. We need money to be able to support these girls and do things in the spirit of excellence because that's what we deserve. And so that way when that 10-year celebration comes, everything their heart's desire will be in place. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to listen to one of Diamond's favorite inspirational songs. I love the ones that you have chosen. I'm going to let you choose the first one.
So I actually am going to start off with Yolanda Adams. I love her. Yolanda, listen. If you are listening anywhere to this station, you say something. If you ever want to talk to my girls, you can talk to them whenever you want to. Okay? So I'm going to start with Yolanda Adams, Be Blessed. I love that song. It gets me through my day. Yes. I started off, that is what I listen to on Mondays. So she starts my week off. So Yolanda, listen,
Hey. And there you have it. Yolanda Adams, Be Blessed. We'll be right back. Yes, girl. Give me a high five, sis. Baby, you killing it. You are. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
My heart is just bursting of joy. It's comforting to know that people like you are multiplying yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, God.
Yeah.
And that's why I think you need to be doing more of this.
Absolutely.
25 is young.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of young, very, I hate to say the very well spoken, because I'm like, of course we're well spoken.
Right.
But you're so in tune to the needs of our community,
right,
and the actions that you're able to just really reinforce that with is commendable. And your passion really comes through. You're resolute. You're resolved in it. So that's just to be commended.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So when we come back, I want to kind of talk about you and your mom a little bit, since she was the y'all founded it together, but she's one of the founders. And just even, your insight on her knowing that you as a daughter and other children, kind of what we talked about earlier.
Absolutely.
The significance of being intentional, plugging girls into this organization. And we'll just kind of build from there.
Okay, perfect. Yes, love it.
Hello, let's see. You got a shout out. Alicia. Hello, Alicia Jefferson. She said, "Go Diamond."
Yes.
Go Diamond. Hey, Miss Martha. Hey, Miss Sherry. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you share it with somebody, especially to a mom or to a daughter, someone that you know that can benefit from this organization. You can hear from Diamond just all the intentional things they have in place for them to do right now. And we'll talk about the length of time the program is. Is it, like you said, just a pop in and pop out? You just want to come and participate in some of the events that you guys have, and definitely how people can support and pour into you guys. I mean, not grant funded or anything like that. 10 years old, that says a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sacrifice.
Absolutely.
A lot of sacrifice. How many girls do you guys have right now?
So right now we have 10, or we just added the girls. We have 11 girls now.
Okay.
So we're building in numbers. Eventually we want to get to a point where we have a classroom full of girls.
Yeah.
So we are on a rolling basis, and our girls stay with us. Like, we've had girls graduate out of the program, become runner-up to be Miss Tuskegee, which is my best friend. So, like, our girls stay around, and they'll still come do events. They'll talk to the girls. And my best friend, Janasia, who was original Jewel, she actually works at the Jags now. She works for the Jags. She's a registered dietitian. So,
I love that.
We do big things. We do big things. Yes.
Come on. We definitely can get that number up. 10 girls, yeah. How long is the is it a course? Is it a program length? Is it, or just they come and
continuous,
they stay?
exactly. So they come. So if a girl signs up right now, she'll be a part of the group instantly. She gets to come, and then as long as they're in school, as long as they want to be active, they can stay. We do events throughout the year, literally. So from I think we start around March is when we go kind of heavier on events. February, just because it's Black History Month, of course, we got to do something for then. So about February to December, we're going crazy. We're going extremely hard. July and January and July are kind of our rest months, because that's me and my mom's birthday months. So we kind of take that time for ourselves. But other than that, we are on a rolling basis. We always doing something. Yes.
Wow. That's good that you have that break built in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's so necessary. Yes. Blessed.
Rhonda, I have no shit how you crying.
Listen. Listen. And you. Yes. Receive it. Yes. I have room to be blessed.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, I hear you over there. You Diamond, you a singer? Listen. Oh, that means to sing. Only the ones that can sing say a little something. Ooh, that's it. Don't do anything that God would not have you do. Be blessed. Yes, be blessed. Don't do anything God wouldn't want you to do. That's the line right there.
Amen.
And then she said, be blessed. Don't do anything God wouldn't want you to do. Be blessed. That's like a little check. No, you had a thought. You had a consideration. But don't do it.
Right.
Be blessed.
Right.
Man, if you're just now tuning into the In the Know radio show, we have in the studio today co-founder of Jewels of the Future Inc., Miss Diamond B. Wallace, man, and she is blessing the airways today, just sharing about this incredible organization that's changing lives and how even she herself has just been a trailblazer at 25 here in Jacksonville and beyond. And I'm just so blessed having her. I was just telling her that the future is so much brighter to know that a person like her is being intentional with multiplying herself. Because mentorship and pouring back into the generations that are behind us is so key to the longevity of these types of organizations and the successes of our girls. And so thank you for that.
Thank you.
So we want to talk a little bit about Mom.
Yes.
Because it was you and Mom.
Yes.
That actually started this organization. And so I know and you know how important mother-daughter relationships are.
Yes.
How difficult they can be sometimes. Not intentionally. A lot of times it is just those generational, traumas and barriers that have just kind of gotten in the way. But because of God and because of therapy, just, again, intentional conversations, making this space, you and your mom have been able to really create something that you two can model well for your girls.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, my mother, my mommy. That's my
Mommy.
best friend. That's my road dog.
I love that you say mommy because listen, my daughter is 4, right? I'm sorry to cut you off, but mom, the word mommy is important.
Yes, it is.
So before my daughter turned 4, she started calling me mom.
Oh no.
Okay, mom. I said, excuse me?
Right.
Okay, mom. Yes, mom. I said, it's mommy. Mommy.
You're right.
She don't get it. Like, you don't get to call me mom. Yes.
Please don't call me mom.
We gotta keep it soft and tender, mommy.
Yes.
So she always, okay, mommy. Thank you.
Appreciate
I need that. So
Yes.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes.
At 25, she's still calling her my mommy.
She's
That's
saved
important.
in my phone as mommy.
Yes.
With the tweet emoji. I love her. I love her.
I love that.
My mom was influenced heavily by her mother, Angela Daniels, who passed away from breast cancer when I was younger. She was the type of mom to my mother that she would send 2 lunches to school just in case another kid didn't have one. And she worked at a nursing home where she did these events for them. And whenever she did these events, she would include children. And she was like the elders would just light up. They loved having the kids there. And my mom basically just wanted to emulate that and including the youth in the first place, but also patronizing those that patronize us. We have a business on the north side that we are supported by, the community. So we want to give back to those that give to us, for sure.
I love that. And the fact that you guys' relationship carries on consistently. What are some things that you two do together just to make sure that as partners in business, essentially, that your relationship continues to be strengthened so you can model and continue to pour into girls day in and day out?
Girl, what I will say is, when I say my mom's my best friend, that's my best friend. My mama is going to know anything that comes to my ears is going to be heard by my mother. I'm always constantly getting advice from her. I don't care if I just left the doctor's office. I'm going home. Hey, Mom, the doctor said this. How you feel about it? So we constantly talk to each other. We're constantly communicating. I mean, she's very open with me. What I appreciated my mom for was, growing up, I didn't see the trauma and I didn't see the things that were dark that happened in our family and, around us and just around her, and she knows that I'm 10 toes down. You mess with my mom, it's a problem. I love my mom.
Every time.
So, she was really good about, protecting me, but as well as not being bitter. She's not a bitter person. My mom has been through so much, and never growing up did I know that she had been wronged by the people she had been wronged by. And she still showed love to them. She would still show up for them and still support them. And I tell her all the time, like, that's a blessing. That's a skill to have.
Absolutely.
Like, my mom has impeccable empathy. Like, she knows, and if she wrong, she apologizes. It's just so many things that she does that just emulates the woman that she is, and why I respect her so much, because that's not easy to do.
Man.
People that, as much as you pray, you can talk to God every day, and you will still feel that hurt, but she is blessed enough to be able to move forward and not let those things affect her and how her family affects her children.
Man.
So it's just important that, you know, like I said, she's super sympathetic. We are, there's no secrets. If I'm going through something, she knows. If she's going through something, I know. Nothing is off the table with us.
I love that. Mm-hmm. That is my desire. That is, and I'm sure there's so many other moms' desires, you know, and you may be listening right now and you're like, man, I wish I had that kind of relationship with my daughter. I wish that we were best friends. I wish that we were speaking. I just want to encourage you that it's never too late. Right. As long as the sun is still rising and setting, you can still promote some type of healing, whether it's through therapy, whether it's, you know, just going out to lunch, getting that courage to call your daughter or call your mom. Do that today. There's so much benefit to that because, again, generationally, you know, when you have children, when you have a daughter, you'll be able to model that, and we'll continue to show forth what healthy Black relationships look like. Because the enemy he's fighting that. He's been fighting, you know, the Black family for so long, and now kind of just chipping at specific relationships internally. And so that's just one of those areas. And so I love that Jewels of the Future, it's an organization that even if, let's say, a mom may have a challenge because they're still dealing with their traumas, and they're like, I know I could do better with my baby. Right. I don't know how. Right. I'm not equipped. I don't have the capacity. I don't have the bandwidth to be able to give her what she needs. Right. You guys are an organization that can actually help facilitate those things. And you said you guys have about 10 girls now, so there's plenty of room.
Absolutely.
Plenty of room. Talk about whenever a girl comes through the door, what is her experience? What can she expect? And then from going into that door, what does the longevity process look like?
So I will say we are perfecting us because we are super bubbly. When we first meet a girl, we're just, you know, come in, you know, we want to love on you and give y'all this love. And we have to realize our girls are not set up to receive that. So we have been intentional about making people feel welcome without making them uncomfortable. My mom herself, she's not super affectionate. She didn't grow up super affectionate. So that's something that she's still learning. But she emulates it. So she does good at what she does. When a girl comes in, we want them to feel like a sister in the tribe. Like, you're a part of this family now. You stuck with us. You know, like, we're also family. So we want to give a family feel. We also want there to be that safe space, like you mentioned before, of just saying, like, whatever you say in here, we're not going to repeat it. Like, that's our conversation. Nobody else needs to know that. The only time we would do that is if there's self-harm, if there's something serious happening. Yeah. But we want to give them the space to tell us how they're feeling, even if it's about mom. We've heard conversations where people are just, mom is just not their friend at the time. Right. And that's okay. But also when we have those moments, making sure they're respectful. They always have to have that line of respect. Because at the end of the day, your mom will never disrespect you on purpose just to disrespect you. Right. So we want to teach them it's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to not, you know, feel the best about a person, but respect them if you don't do anything else, and try to go into that space with respect.
I think that's so beautiful too, because you being the daughter of the founder, right? So you're able to literally live out what you're saying to these girls, and they're able to see you and your mom's dynamic. And the benefits of that. So there's no hypocrisy whenever you're saying those types of things. You're like, I am truly doing this. Like, when I was growing up, mom said things I didn't like. As an adult, mom still says things I don't like. But she's my mom.
Listen, sometimes the girls have witnessed it firsthand. Me and my mom it'll be the day of the event, you know, emotions are running high. We're trying to do a million things with each other. And my mom may say something and I just look at her and I just take a deep breath and I just walk away. I said, see, girls, this is what I'm trying to showcase to y'all. So you don't have to always respond. It's okay to just walk away. So, like, they see it firsthand. We're real. It's not like every day is peaches and cream with us. Yeah. But we know how to work through that. And me and my mom know how to apologize and move forward. And that's what we are teaching our girls. I love that. It's okay to not have the greatest relationship right now, but what can you do? And are you willing to put in the work to have that great relationship with your family?
Can you share a story about a girl who's come through the program and you were literally able to see the transformation that she went through because of being under you guys'?
Honestly, it is actually our older lady. So my best friend, she, was going through some things with mom at home. And me and her actually went to therapy around the same time. We were able to repair that. And it was through, I believe, her just being in the program and seeing that we speak to mental health and that we talk to these girls who may not also have the greatest relationship with mom. I seen her blossom. Like, I seen her grow into a woman that says, I may not like what my mom says, but that's my mom and I love her. And I'm able to still go back and, still talk to her and still respond to her. We not may be best friends, but that's my mom. And I love her. And she knows that I love her. And she knows that I'll do anything for her. And I think that's beautiful. Like I said, that's a blessing. And that's a skill. Empathy and sympathy is different. It's hard.
A muscle, man. It has to be worked out very frequently. What are some fun activities you guys do?
Oh, we love a movie night. So our big thing is pajama movie night. We'll have the girls put on pajamas. We'll come over, pick a movie together. Recently it's been more silly. When we first did it, it was more so serious. We watched, I believe the Book of Messiah was actually the first movie night we did together. And that was more historic. So we try to keep it lighthearted. When we're not working, we're like, listen, girl, we finna chill. Like, if we ain't got nothing planned today, listen, we all just gonna look at each other. We gonna sit, talk about what's going on at school. And like I said, just be personable. Everything isn't all about work. Right. We can't teach the girls that. And we also want them to learn how to take breaks. So if we want to emulate that and show them that, we have to do that in programming as well. So
they meet every week? Is it a every week kind of meetup thing?
Right. So with the Gym Power Hour, we are meeting more frequently. We try to meet at least once every other week. So we're on 1 week, off 1 week, give the girls a break. And so we have stories to tell. We can't see each other all the time and then still have interesting conversations. So we try to give them a break as well.
Okay. I love that. How can people support? And what are some of the needs that you guys have?
So we are really big on, since we're coming up on the 10th anniversary, we have always wanted our own space. That's always going to be number one for us. A space, transportation. We're getting bigger. We started off with like 3 or 4 girls. We're now at 10. So knowing we have all these different people that may have their own situations with transportation and getting place to place, we don't want to make it harder on them. This program is all about making the process easier for mom, making the process easier for family, and the girls. So we don't want that to be something they're worried about. We are, as we said, checks. We are on Venmo and Zelle. That information is on our website, so you can check that out. And we take a lot of in-kind donations. We're not money-hungry people. Like, we will take the gives. If you want to give us gifts, baby, we'll take them. We will use them. So,
not picky at all.
Yes, when it comes to
any the girls.
Events that we're doing, for example, we have our Community Monster Mash coming up. That is October 18th. Okay. People can donate plushies or different things can work as prizes, because it's basically going to be a fair for the North Side. This is completely free. The kids can come out. There will be other organizations that showcase the resources and knowledge that they have to give out to the community for free. And other organizations like us. Our, organization might not be for your baby, but our ultimate goal is to make sure the community is involved with the youth. So we want them to be in anything possible. If you want to go to the Boys and Girls Club, go to the Boys and Girls Club, And
that's the beautiful thing. Again, there's so many options, and we believe this should be an option to consider. What would you say makes Jewels of the Future Inc. different than some of the other programs for the youth?
I think it's because we are research-based, and we also keep up with numbers, but we're personable first. Yeah. We worry about the person, like I said, meeting them where they're at. We don't want everybody to respond to our program the same way. We want to see how this program changes people in different ways, so we're able to reach more folks and more kids, and be able to relate to them in order to help them be progressive and be better young people, you know? So it's all about just being personable, and I think that's something we take very serious. Like, we do not have anything on the table. Whatever you want to tell us, we open that door for. Like I said, as long as you're respectful and as long as you know how to communicate that, we're good. And we teach you how to do that as well. We teach you how to manage your emotions. And we teach you how to, tell people when you're upset or you didn't like something they did to you. So it's very important that we're personable. And I think that's ultimately what sets us apart.
So proud of you. I just keep saying as I'm listening, I'm so proud, because again, that age range, 7 to 18, it's challenging, and there's so much going on externally, internally, mentally, me. Then we got social media. So it's all hands on deck. Like the tribe has to be what's the word I can use? Encouraged and empowered to really link arms with the families to ensure the success of our girls. And so I love that. Well, we're going to listen to one more song as we almost come to the end of our show. It goes by so quick. This has been so good. Listen, I would like to hear, if I may choose.
Yes, please.
God is good.
Please.
God is good. Forrest Adams and Caleb Gordon. Tell us, why is this song on your top 3 list?
Because it is in the title. Like, God
it really is. Kind of obvious.
On the table. Like, God has blessed me in so many different ways, and in this season more than any other season, I'm seeing just how hard God is working for me. And when I'm following Him and I'm following His word and I'm reading His word, just seeing how He's blessed me has been crazy. It feels like I'm living out all the dreams I had. So I have to give God all the glory. I will always put God first. So God is amazing. Like, God is more than good. God is amazing.
He's amazing.
And He changed my life. So I will always give the credit to where credit is supposed to be, and that is my Lord and Savior.
Come on. I mean, that's the setup right there. Enjoy the song, and we'll be right back. Yes, sis. How long have you been saved?
Say it again.
How long have you been saved? You grew up in the church? Or
Yes. So my grandmother raised us in the church, and then we experienced some church hurt. So we had a hiatus of when we weren't going to church. When I was about, I want to say 18 or 19, things were really, really like, it was so many things happening. I was experiencing so much loss, and like these crazy things kept happening to me, and I knew that was where I needed to run to. I needed to go to the church. And I was always so passionate about church. I just never had a real church home that spoke to me, you know. But I am now at Celebration Church. I love Celebration. I
go there.
I love Celebration.
Why did I know you go to my church?
Love Celebration.
Hello.
Yes. And I got baptized again, so I got baptized as a child, but you know, when you do it the first time, you don't really know what's going on. And I wanted to be intentional and really show God, like, my life is His. Like, whatever direction you wanted me to lead into, that is where I'm going to go. So I rededicated myself, I believe, in 2023. Okay. And so that was a really big step for me. And ever since then, just staying in my word and trying to go to church, doing a Bible study, just doing a full 9. Me and my girlfriends, we do Bible plans together. So just leading the pack in the right direction, literally. Literally.
So proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Going.
Thank
you.
you.
You can feel the evidence of your commitment.
Thank you.
And what you're doing. And I just pray that God would continue to breathe on what you're doing, that He would favor you, that He would align you with the right, opportunities and investors.
Yes, thank
to take
you.
the stress off. Because I know people be looking at me like, you doing another thing, Miss Lita? Yes. I can't shake it. If this is what God is telling me to do, I'm going to do it. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I've learned to just say yes and trust Him. And so I know that financial piece it can weigh heavy, but I also know how God can use that to say, keep trusting me. Because I'm going to provide.
Right, exactly.
It may not be in the comfort way, but I'm going to show up.
He can't give you the full plan.
He's not going to give you that. He's going to $50.
Hey, go type that down for me. Write that down for me. Thank you.
$200. All right, here's another $5.
Yes.
And here's another $20.
Exactly.
I gotta keep you.
Exactly.
I gotta keep you on your knees. He has a way of doing it. I don't mind, but we're gonna keep praying for the abundance,
absolutely.
the exceeding abundance.
Amen. Trying to tell you, yes.
So we got thank you, Lord.
Yes.
Man, I love it. I haven't heard this song in a minute. That's good. Hey. It's a vibe because God is good all the time. Yes, He is. God is good all the time. We are here in the studio. It has been a blessed time with Diamond. Jewels of the future, Diamond.
Yes, thank you.
You see the connection there. You see the connection, and she is that. She is a jewel in this community, shining brightly. Listen, giving the enemy a run for his money because she's on a mission to make sure that we are pouring life into our girls, empowering them, setting them up for an incredible future. Listen, where do you see the future of Jewels of the Future? The next 5 years, what do you see happening?
Next 5 years, I think it's going to be crazy for us. I think the 10th anniversary of Jewels of the Future is going to be insane. We are going to see crazy publicity. I'm claiming it in the name of Jesus.
Yes.
I think it's going to be insane. I would like to be in our building. I believe we're going to have a building. I believe we're going to have transportation.
Yes.
And I believe we're going to have funders.
Yes.
You know, the community is the one that puts it together, but if we're also helping the community, we don't want them to carry that burden either.
That's right.
It doesn't matter if people have it or they don't. There are people in places that have money and that have resources that can give to us. So we want to take that off the community. We want to take that off of ourselves and say, listen, we have done the work. We have nothing else to prove. It's been 10 years.
That's right.
So we want to, by that point, we really want to be rocking and rolling. We want to be in different cities.
Come on.
We're trying to be national. So
come on here.
Jewels of the Future to be as big as
Jewels of the Future Jax. Jewels of the Future Orlando. Jewels of the Future Fort Lauderdale. Hey, that's it.
We are trying, and that is what we're aiming to do. And for the 10th anniversary, really big, we're going to be adding Boy Scout programming.
Yes.
So that's our official drop. We are the 10th anniversary.
I could feel the mamas. What about the boys?
Yes.
What about my son?
Yes.
What? Because mother-son relationships
absolutely
are important too.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome that you guys are going to be doing that. Oh
my
goodness. So Diamond, we talked about this a little bit earlier. What do you do to take care of Diamond? Diamond pours and pours and pours. And I know you go to church, which is great. So you're getting filled up that way. But what are some other things that you do to make sure that you're able to continue to pour out?
I love to relaxing in any form of the word. That could be documentaries. My mom is heavy on CSI. She loves IG channel. Lady, listen, my mama has me roped in. I'm now a documentary girl. Okay. I will go home and watch my HBO Max and all of my different shows. So yes, I love a documentary. Yes. I love a face mask.
Come on, pamper me.
You have to pamper yourself.
Yes.
So I definitely take time just to unwind. And that's every day because I'm working every day and Jewels of the Future is 24/7 for me. I'm
telling you.
So when you own your own business, that's all you think about. So just making sure that I set those boundaries for myself as well.
It's so important too because we can get kind of lost in our work, our passion. It all kind of melds together sometime. And then before you know it, you're exhausted. But you know there's a phone call or you're answering for a girl or an event that's happening tomorrow. And you're like, I still got to do this and I want to do this, but my capacity is kind of limited right now. And so you were talking about even modeling that for girls because, I mean, 7 to 18, that's, again, a wide range, but some of those girls may be working, some of them may be helping out at home, you know, double load of schoolwork. What are some things that you kind of encourage them to do to make sure they're taking care of themselves?
So I think it definitely goes back to when we have those times where we're not working and we're just watching a movie together. Yeah. I think doing little things like that is just showing them like it's okay to chill. Like we work all year long. It's all right to take time off and just be in yourself and be in your body and just say, I'm here. Like I'm literally here. I'm a walking human being and I need to sleep. Like please sleep. And our girls are busy. Like we just had a young lady who actually went to a recruitment appointment for the military. So our girls are making big moves. Yes. So we want to make sure that along with them making those big moves, they say, you know what, did I rest this week? How long did I sleep this week? That is very important. So just making sure that they know it's okay to settle down and to cool off. And when we do our events, you know, you guys did an amazing job. Make sure you relax now. Yes. Like, just reassuring them that they're always doing amazing things. They have nothing to prove at this point.
Such a great habit to learn at a young age. And I try to use that language even with my daughter. I'm relaxing. Oh, we're relaxing, Mommy? Yes. We're relaxing. We are doing a bunch of nothing. Propped up, you know, water in hand, remote in the other, or just quiet. Because, again, modeling those behaviors, using that language, it helps us to know that it's okay. Absolutely. Because you have people like you and even myself who's so ambitious sometimes feel guilty for just sitting and doing nothing. I could be doing this. I could be sitting with my laptop right here. I could be sitting, but I could still be prepping this, you know, and it's like, that's not relaxing. relaxing.
And it's not realistic. You cannot be on constant go mode. You will burn yourself out. Burnout is extremely real.
And you'll miss steps too.
Yes.
Like you're not at the brain fog age yet, but when you do so much, your brain can be so overwhelmed to where whenever there is something important for you to do, your brain is kind of just shooting off all over the place. You're like, why can't I remember this? Or how did I forget this? It's because you didn't really put in that time to just unplug.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you want to make sure that you are taking that time out because your best ideas are going to come from when you're just relaxing.
Yes, Lord. Talk about it.
I'll be deep inside an HBO documentary and randomly I'll be like, this would be a good idea.
Yes.
For girls to do. I'm going to write that down real quick. I'm a chill. I'm going to write that down. So yes, you get your best ideas when you're doing nothing.
I love that.
So just take time to do nothing.
So hey, the art of nothingness, everybody. It's a thing.
Yes.
Don't feel guilty. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty.
Absolutely.
Saying, what are you doing today? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Literally nothing. I've done all I need to do. The Bible said we got to rest on the Sabbath.
Hello.
But now they do baseball games and football games and
extracurriculars.
Yes. We be wondering why we stressed and a little snappy.
Yes.
Because we need to stop and rest. I love that. Diamond, this has been such an incredible conversation. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. Again, we were listening to co-founder of Jewels of the Future, Inc., an after-school program geared for girls ages 17 to 18, highlighting entrepreneurship, mental and physical wellness, just making sure that they're feeling empowered, heard, and seen in spaces of safety and power. And so Diamond is definitely a person that I can advocate for. If you're looking for an organization to get your girls plugged into, this is the one that you want to plug them in. Tell them again how they can find you.
Yes, we are on Facebook and Instagram at Jewels of the Future Inc. And we do have a website that is www.jewelsofthefuture.com. You can see our past events. You can see photos of us doing the work. We've done community cleanups. The Christmas party, which is really big, that's coming up in December.
It's the holidays. Yes. Don't miss that.
Yes. So please, that's our biggest event of the year.
Yes.
Don't be trying to rush myself. Yes. And we do mental health affairs throughout the year. So anytime anybody wants to showcase a business, if you're a woman-owned business, please get in contact with me. We want to show our girls every lane possible. So yeah, reach out to us, Jewels of the Future Inc., Facebook and Instagram. And
I'd love to connect with your girls. I will actually be one of the speakers this coming Monday night, October 6th, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. To talk to the girls about women empowerment, entrepreneurship as well. So the event is free. Make sure you go to the website, get them registered, and we can see you then. This has been so great. Listen, the In the Know Radio Show, it is always my goal to bring you guests that are going to inspire you, that are going to encourage you, empower you, and even entertain you. So make sure that you continue to listen on Saturdays. Make sure if you have not downloaded the app, listen. Y'all be missing out, not just on the In the Know Radio Show, but there's so many great broadcasts that are happening here on the Victory Station, and we don't want you to miss it. So make sure you are downloading that app. Go to your app store, go to your Android, I'm sorry, whatever y'all do to find your apps, please do that. You can find the app there as well. So make sure that you have it on your phone. Make sure you have the notifications turned on. That way you know exactly which one of your favorite broadcasts are going to be aired at that particular time. But thank you for supporting the In the Know Radio Show and supporting the Victory Station right here every Saturday, 1 to 2 p.m. I will be back here on next week. Listen, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It is Domestic Abuse Month. There's so many things that's happening, so make sure you're getting plugged in. We'll have some guests on the show that'll be talking about some of those initiatives and those causes as well. So thank you for listening. It's your girl, Miss Shalita Taylor, and I will see you next Saturday. Until then, be well.
That was amazing.
Yay!
I loved it.
Thank y'all so much. Wasn't she incredible? The future is bright because of Diamond B. Wallace. Say it out loud. Diamond B. Wallace of Jewels of the Future. Sister, I am proud of you.
Thank you so
much. My heart is full. Thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.
In the know, in the know, in the know. In the know, in the know, in the know. This is the place to be. Turn your radio station to Victory, where the Spirit of the Lord is liberty. Tune in to the station that is set you free. Woo! We we going up right now. Please tune in, don't touch that dial. We so blessed, so you wanna know how? Not talking, we just living out loud.